my computer. Okay, perfect. So we'll start again real quick. Obviously technology happens, but why don't you go ahead, again, kind of introduce yourself and explain, who you are and, how you kind of got involved.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, I was in the military and I got stationed here at Florida, and we're lucky to live on base at Patrick Air Force Base. My kids went to Cocoa Beach, and we got here in 1998. I started going over there. I started coaching and took an interest on the teams. First was a volunteer coach, and then I became a regular coach in 1999. So we've been there since then. We've enjoyed the school a lot. So that's pretty much it for me as far as that coaching. I love the coaching everywhere. I started coaching there, and in 2006, 2007, the girls needed a head coach because it was an emergency thing, and I just said I volunteered and I moved over to that program. I've never coached girls before that, so it was an experience. So
yeah, coaching girls definitely probably an experience.
Yes, it was a very, very important, very different experience. Yes, it was.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you stuck with it. Obviously, you ended up liking it then.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So obviously you've been there for a very long time. You have, seen a lot of people who've come through Cocoa Beach, high school, and things like that. Talk a little bit about where you were, what was happening, when everything happened with Rafe.
Yes. So that was like my second game in charge of the girls that year, and we were at Vieira High School. JV was on the field playing, and then all the varsity girls started getting texts about what had happened and what's going on. So obviously everybody was really distraught. We brought the team together and we just said, hey, you know what? Say a prayer. Let's play hard and let's see what happens. So it's one of those moments where you remember where you're at. You'll never forget that moment. So that's ingrained in our minds for everybody. That team came together really hard that year. They played hard every game for him. The captains put Rafe on their armbands for the rest of the year on that. It was really a tough time, but everybody came together. And this is where the Play for Rafe game came in. And that was the first time that I've been there since, like I said, 98, 99. And I've been trying to get an alumni game going for the longest times. And the kids, Evan and Zach and Kieran, decided, hey, you know what, we'll do a Play for Rafe game. And the whole community came together. Everybody showed up at the stadium. They all played together. The alumni was there. And that's really the beginning of how the Play for Rafe came for, and it continued on ever since then. And we keep that tradition alive. Every year we talk to the players that are in here. We tell them why do things and why it's going on. Every December we start our games talking about Rafe and what he meant for the school and the team and what happened to him and why everybody learned from that experience. So we go through it all the time. The whole month of December is dedicated to Rafe at our school for that special. And it's not just then, because during the summer when they have the heart screening and the physicals, Play for Rafe is always there, and they're emphasizing how everybody needs to get their heart checked and everything is done. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
How has it been to watch, because you were there the moment, not physically there, but you were at Cocoa Beach High School working with soccer teams. The moment it happened, what has it been like to see how it has transformed into what the organization is today?
Strange sight.
I'm on a Zoom meeting. Sorry. Yeah, one of my neighbors just left. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just, asking, what it's been like to see that transformation.
Yeah, it's as a coach, you're always looking forward to see what your players do afterwards, because you're there to coach them through their younger years and through their life experiences at the high school. And it's so awesome to see that all these kids took the reins and followed through on something as big as this, and they keep this motivation going, and then they did something with it. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate, but I think the whole United States knows about what happened and everything else, because they are out there promoting this all the time. And it's awesome for a coach to see how your kids mature and how they take things and how they advance everything. To me, I believe everybody that's graduated from Cocoa Beach, and I'm just I'm biased, but everybody that graduates from Cocoa Beach does something great with their lives for everything. And I'm just that way. I think everybody that I've coached has gone ahead and done on great things, and they all keep doing great things. So I'm very proud of all the kids that are coached and that I have not coached, but they've been part of the Cocoa Beach soccer family. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, obviously Friday now we have the Play for Rafe game coming up. Will you be out there and will you be playing?
No, I will not be playing. I just had shoulder surgery, so I'll be
Oh,
out of that.
oh
And
my gosh.
yeah, and so the last few years has been really hard for me to be out there because it falls on my wedding anniversary.
Oh
So
man.
this year is definitely on that day, 26 November, and it's 37 years that I've been married to my wife. So it's hard, but I'm trying to make it out there this year and support them. I've always been there to support them. So the other thing that we do is, so when the Play for Race thing started, we're trying to come up with things to do and things like that. So the boys came up with doing, a golf tournament on Friday nights and then music on Saturday and all that stuff. But obviously with COVID, none of that stuff is really happening this year. So the girls came up with, they wanted to do like a tribute to him. So we light up the stands for him. We put his name in candles on the opposite end of the stand, and it says Rafe on it. It looks really great at night. We've had our issues with that. Some years the wind was blowing and the candles caught on fire. We had to go out there and put that fire out, but it still worked out. And it's just a touching thing that they do for them and for that, and they enjoy that. So I'll be there setting up on Friday at 5 o'clock, setting up the Rafe thing. And I also put his number on the field. We put it at the midfield and we put it on each goal end and things like that. So, and then last year, we also started to remember other kids that passed away that were on the soccer team. So we put their name on the field too, because we want to make sure that it's a family. Everybody is together and we all do that for everybody on the team. The soccer family at Cocoa Beach is a big family, so we all stick together.
Absolutely. Perfect. Well, that is amazing. I'm sure we will be out there on Friday, getting video of everything happening. And I know I have seen it before when you guys do the candles. It is beautiful when it gets dark out and the name is lit up there in the stands. It's amazing. So Thank you guys for doing that. I guess my last question for you is what I like to ask everybody when I do these calls is, obviously the name of our organization is who we play for. So we like to, ask people, who do you play for? Who is the reason, you keep pushing and you keep fighting every day, doing the good things?
Yep. So, yes, it's Play for Rafe every day. But obviously I coach for Rafe every day. I coach for everybody every day. I just like to make sure that every kid that comes through my team and that I have a touch in their lives, that they are improving, no matter how much of a small improvement I have on them. I just want to make sure that they are touched in any way that I can to help them, and just know that we are always here for them. We're always here for anybody that wants to be part of our family, no matter what. We will always be here, and all the coaches have the same attitude. So we're very lucky that we're the way we are.